Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Umbra Via is a tile-laying game of sorts, based around vines. If you're a big vine fanatic, and this theme's going to be like, wow, finally a game about vines. Well, this game is going to be for you. Otherwise, I found this to be one of the most pathetic games I've ever played. I just found it to be unenticing in the decision-making. The theme is not good, and the components are fine. So the components are okay. I don't know why this game was published or released. Now, in some ways, I get it, because all these nature games were coming out, these abstracts that have flowers on them, etc. for some reason were selling. And they were like, hey, we need to add one more to it. This one's just unimaginative, and it's quite frankly, it's kind of boring. I didn't find a whole lot to it. Now, I may be in the minority. You may be playing this game being like, wow, what a great moment. This summoning of the vine, and I can't even fake enthusiasm for it. It's so abstract, and everything in it just really doesn't really have any purpose, and it was rather boring. And I feel like that's the biggest word on this game. Like, instead of calling it Umbra Via, I think it should be called Boring the Vine, because I didn't get a lot of joy or fun from playing it. I didn't find the decisions to be all that interesting. They seemed rather straightforward, and not in an introductory or mass marketing kind of way, just kind of in like a laziness kind of way. I didn't enjoy anything about this game. This is one of the worst games I've played. It's not broken. It plays. It works. It functions. It reminds me of a car, like a Fiesta or a Kia, where it's like, it's a fine car. It works. It gets you to work. It gets you home. But it's not necessarily going to like be flashy. It's not necessarily going to have fun driving, like a Lamborghini or something. I don't know if I'm taking this analogy too far, but I just found this game to be lacking in anything that I wanted in a game, which is moments, big moments, fun while I'm playing, an interesting theme. There just wasn't anything redeeming about this one, and this one will absolutely be a purge for me. Here's Umbra Via, which is a game about vines and maybe flowers. Super bizarre theme. I don't think the box is very enticing. I think it hides the title a little bit. I get what they're going for. I don't think it's that great. And I have to admit, the logo just looks weird. If this is what you're going for, this looks weird down here. Although I do really like their logo and stuff. Okay, the components give you these little small shields. I hate small shields like this, but they are actually just a little bit bigger. But they are nice. They give you the components, they give you the round and the summoning and what you're going to do on that. And they come in the 4 different flowers and colors. So I suppose if you're colorblind, this is really colorblind friendly, I guess, but also has the different flowers on it. You're going to have this little thing that will come out, which you'll be bidding on. Then you're going to have the board itself. I don't know why it's not one piece, but if, for whatever reason, it's not. Just one-sided here. You'll be able to put that down. Then you get these little baggies that everybody has. My hand can... Not a small dude, and my hands fit in here fine. You got little pieces that will come in. These are all wooden. As you can see, they look fine. I mean, nothing to write home about. You're going to have these little spots here that will be for the bidding for each of the players. And you're going to have your tiles and stuff that come out. Nice. Bland looking. Boring if you ask me to look at. But the quality of it is fine for the game. The insert is nice. You got a little piece, and you can put everything in here. I think it fits good, relatively. Sometimes mine don't always stay flat, but it works pretty well in here, and I think they did a really good job with the components. Here is the rule book. You get a picture of all of the components on the front, which is great. Love that. Set up with pictures and numbers correspond to everything. Fantastic, great. And usually Pandasaurus has wonderful rule books. They do here. A little bit of an overview. Tells you about completing the tasks. A couple of rules that you need to know. The game's really easy. Then you jump into what you do on a turn. It's abstract. It's a little weird. It doesn't really make sense with the theme. So, you know, things like this, like these examples and pictures, full color, all help out. Summoning, kind of how that works with examples and game end and scoring. The special tiles, how they work. A 2-player variant if you decide to play this with 2 players. And it goes through with that. Rulebook is good. It didn't have any problems. It's a very simple, abstract game. I think it works great with what you get here. Great rulebook, as Pandasaurus normally does. So these tiles are going to be out here, and you're going to be bidding on them when they go. What's important to note before the game gets started too far is that when you get this, it has to stay in this orientation wherever you place it. You can't turn it, etc. as you're going through. That's a general rule of the game. So when you're kind of visualizing it, you have to decide you can't turn it or make it more beneficial to you. It will come down exactly where it lands, and that's going to be important for gameplay purposes. whenever you have a spot like this, and say you were to put, let's just say it was like this, and you put this down, and now this is closed off, this would become what they call a closed path, i.e. it would go ahead and score up or summon, because there is no other way you could put another, if you did like this, it doesn't create a path, maybe if this came out, it doesn't create a path, so it's closed up. So the first thing you do each round is you're going to pull these out, and these will be randomized as you pull them out as you see. Each player is going to have a screen, which they'll set this behind it like so. So I'm just going to put it here so you can see it, and you can see that you would be able to hide where you're going to be bidding those things out at. In addition, everybody's going to put their 11 soul tokens here on their tile, and you'll randomly assert the turn order for the game. You're going to randomly put one of these out on each of the spots, remembering none of them can change. Then you're going to draw 3 tiles from the bag. Then you will draw 3 of these from your individualized bag. They could be your player colors or one of the soul stones. You're going to draw 3 of these from your own personal bag. It could be one of your flowers or one of your soul flowers that you'll have, and these will work a little bit differently. Then you're going to allocate them on your board, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, this is behind a screen, and you're going to be bidding on which one of these you have. You can put them all on one, you can split them up, or whatever you want to do, keeping in mind that the soul flowers are worth 2 points, where the other ones are only worth 1. Once everybody has done that, you will reveal, and then you will put your little markers on each of these that come out. Other people, maybe they bid something like this, and they might have a finished product like that. Then you would do it again. Everybody's going to draw 3 more. You will once again bid based on a little bit of the information you have and what you might be wanting to attend, and then you will reveal that, and they will also go out on your boards, like so. Let's say we ended up with something like this. If something had no bids, you would just get rid of the tile, and nothing would occur. Then you look based on this. You're going to place this out based on what has the fewest one. So we got 3 and 3 that have the fewest. So you might go here, and then this would be the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would become third, and this would become fourth. Then you would cut up the power on it. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4, because the soul ones are worth 4. The soul one would come off, and then you'd be able to place this out on the board. Now, since there's already a tile on the board, this has to go somewhere next to it. It can continue the road, it could block it off, whatever strategically that you want to do. So maybe something like this. Now this is going to be blocked off already, and then this person might do something like this because for strategic purposes they want to. Now this right here is totally blocked off, which means we would do a summoning. Now you would look at who's winning this. Everybody who is would get, so he's first, right? Because he has the most. Oh, these soul ones would have came off, but he still has the most on there. So what's going to happen is they'd be able to put one of these off of their tile and into their bag. Making this where this will slowly but slowly be coming off as you're able to summon. Let's say we had something like this that was blocked off. Let's say this had been placed here. You'd find out who has the most. So this would have came off earlier. So you have 2 or 2, which is a tie. You would go up here to the tiebreaker, and you would see that blue is ahead. So then purple would move up, and blue would win. So they would get to put one of their soul markers off, and then they would be able to do half and put that amount in. And then all of these would come off and go back into the bag. That will continue until somebody's able to claim their soul tile, i.e. all of the soul flowers have gone in. And as soon as you claim your soul tile, you are the winner of the game. And that's a quick overview of how you play Umbra Via. Who should buy this game? If you really like vines and you've been dying for a game about vines, this will be the target audience. I mean, they're just better abstracts on the market. I mean, there's a lot better games on the market than this one. There's a lot more interesting themes. There's a lot more games with bigger moments. There was nothing about this game that I was like, man, I want to do this again. Nothing. And even in games I don't like, even in games that don't bring a lot to the table, I'll be like, hey, I kind of like that mechanism, or I can see the interest in that. I understand why people like that. This was just blah, miserable, not anything I want to come back to. Absolute purge for me.